Well, I know it's pretty exciting news, but I'm in the middle of something, so I'm going to continue with this. But I'm going to make a couple short videos this afternoon and try to show you. I have my system adjusted and wired, and everything is calibrated except the y-axis, and that's because it's not mounted yet. But I got everything working as I need it to. I have the vertical up and down, and I got the X side to side, and the bracket is working perfectly. I needed to make an adjustment on my height of my coupler mount to the motor. I had it too far out, and I was crushing the shafts together. It was a problem. So anyway, I got that fixed. This works beautifully. That works beautifully. Now I'm going to get this guy to adjust it. And what I was going to cover was the disassembly of these tables. If you have these from, I think they're Microlux or something from somewhere, I forget. Anyway, there's a nut on the back. This one has a locking nut. This one had a double nut. Not sure why, but it just had two. I've got them off. And once you get those out, you can actually unscrew this thing, turning it counterclockwise. It will come off the nut on the inside, and it will completely become free. And once it's free, you're going to take this thing off, and there's a roll pin you got to knock out of the way, and then you're going to have to cut this down in size. And I mean, it's a little scary because you're cutting a pretty main part, but when you're done, you'll then be able to mount. I have this new mount for the new motor. These things came out beautifully, didn't they? That's just artwork. The mount came out great, works, and once everything's adjusted, you're golden. Am I still coming out? Can't tell. No, it's going in. Okay. So I'm going to take this out, take it apart, cut it off, put it back in, and then I will be able to set up the travel. There we are. There it is. There's the screw. This is what pushes and pulls this thing in and out. This thing just slides off. And now I got to take it over to my bench, and that's a roll pin. It's a piece of steel that's rolled like this, and it's pinched, and it's a lot smaller obviously, but it's hammered down in there, and it gives you a very tight fit. It locks this wrench to this shaft through a common hole. So, and you can actually see through it. If you look in there, you can see the light. See it, like watching the moon through a pinhole. Anyway, I'm going to take that apart, get it prepped, get it ready to accept this shaft coupler. I got to take this apart. I got to figure out what am I going to need to do under here. It looks like I'm going to have to cut out a little more wood right there, but I think that's all. And then we should be ready to go. Pretty exciting, okay? I'll get going, and I'll come back, and I'll try to keep this and add to it as I go so you guys can see how it works. All right, gang, later.